Hey guys, NCWQ here, and I have y'all looking at EMSC. Let me close some things real quick. 6 hours ago, there was a 5.7 Kyushu, Japan. It was 40 kilometers deep, and I haven't gone and looked at it again. Haven't looked at it yet. And there was also a 5.5, and I was going to say there was a 5.5 offshore of Mexico again. I'm sure that is a aftershock still. But we're going to go look at the one that's occurring in Japan. And I have not looked this one up yet. I'm sorry, you guys. I kind of have a headache today. So, anyway, we're going to go look at this one on Google Earth. See where this earthquake was located. This looks like a volcanic area over here. So this one says that it was offshore. There's a lighthouse here. It'd be cool if we can see that. Looks like we can. Oh, we can get right up on this lighthouse. Well, that's cool. Let's see if we can go down there. Don't think we can. Okay, so exit the street view and see if we can go over here. I don't want to go in the lighthouse, but this is a view inside the lighthouse. Sorry, don't read Japanese. So this is looking upward, which is very cool. So that's where that earthquake occurred. We can see we do have city here. So I'm curious. Let's see if this earthquake caused any damage in Japan. It says 5.6, and this is Sky News. Japan Times says that there are 108 cities most likely to suffer tsunami damage, and that was 18 hours ago. Hindustan Times said a 5.6 hit the Kyushu region in Japan. I was looking for Japan's news, but I don't see. Oh, there it is. That was 2 weeks ago. 6 hours ago, Kyoto News posted that there was no tsunami. Let me see. 5.8 jolt southwestern Japan, no tsunami warning issued. Tokyo, an earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 5.8 struck Japan's southwestern prefecture of Miyazaki and other areas early Sunday. The weather agency said, issuing no tsunami warning. The quake occurred at 12:02 a.m., registering lower 5 on the Japanese seismic intensity scale of 7 in, sorry if I'm saying this wrong, Nishinan. The Japan Meteorological Agency said its focus was at a depth of about 30 kilometers off the Osami Peninsula. The quake registered 4 in the city of Miyazaki and some other parts of the prefecture, and 3 in the nearby prefectures of Ehime, Saga, Kumamoto, Oita, and Kagoshima. There were no immediate reports of injuries according to police. No abnormalities were found in Sendai nuclear power plant in Kagoshima Prefecture. The operator, Kyushu Electric Power Company, said. Remember the last time they said that there was no abnormalities found, and yet it was melting down? So I would just wait, just saying. Anyway, that's the news for that. Anyway, just thought I would do a real quick update for Japan's 5.8, 5.7 earthquake. So anyways, you guys, how are y'all doing? I got through our tropical hurricane yesterday. Like I said, I had gone out yesterday morning, went and paid bills, got stuff done, and got home around 1:30. And boy, if it didn't hit here about 2 o'clock. And I did a video. Well, that wasn't the worst that we got. I got a picture of a car outside having a tree land on it, which broke in half. We had a lot of damage around the area where I live. We didn't, however, in Fayetteville have electric outage, which was awesome. However, one county over, they had electric outage. So we got really lucky here. We didn't have so much flooding in our area, but we do know that other areas did have flooding. So we got very, very lucky. And I was happy. In the middle of all of it, I decided that I was nervous enough that I wanted to take a nap. When you take a nap, you don't tend to think about anything. So I actually took a nap and woke up later, and it was still windy. And I think that wind died down about 11 o'clock last night. And it was nice to get up this morning, and it was nice and cool outside and not windy. It was still overcast. It's still overcast now. We haven't really had any more rain today, and they had called for rain showers, but we haven't had any. So that's been awesome. And I am so loving this cool weather that we're having now. It's awesome because we had heat, and basically it was just unbearable for the summer. And my son and I were actually talking about it today, and we were saying, we had been looking forward to being cooler, because when it's cold, you can actually put on more clothes to make yourself warmer. But when it's hot, you can't do anything to make yourself cooler. So unless you're inside and you have AC. And so we were betting on whether it's going to be snowing this coming winter. And I told him, I said, I would like to see some snow, but I really don't think that we will. I just kind of hope that we will, but I don't know. I mean, this last winter we had a little bit. That was nice. We had a dusting. So it would be nice to see some this winter, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on it and think that we will. Anyway, this is for all you car people out there. So I have a question, and this is weird. Now, a few videos ago, I made a video about how my car sounded like it was falling apart. And then around about a week ago, it stopped making the rattling noise. So I was like, okay, that's weird. But I was happy. I felt blessed. It stopped making noise. And then today, it started making a softer noise. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. It just started back up again, but the noise is totally different. And I'm like, this is totally strange. I mean, it's kind of like I've got something stuck underneath my car. And I can't find it. I don't see it. I don't know what it is. And it's totally driving me nuts. Okay? So, I am not sure what to think. But the car doesn't drive like it's losing any power or anything. It's just making me nervous, One of those things where you get nervous from something and you're not sure what to think about it. Okay, so what else? See, I'm just doing my talking about anything and everything right now because boredom has sunk in, and yeah, I figured I would make this video about this earthquake that happened and then just talk to you guys, because I don't tend to get on here and talk very much. I don't tend to spend a whole lot of time. And you people that are my subscribers are the reason why I make these videos. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have this channel. So I want to say thank you to all of you who do subscribe to me. Also, I want to make sure that y'all check and make sure you are still subscribed, and that you click that the bell underneath the channel to make sure that you get my updates when I go live or when I post a video, because I noticed that YouTube has been unsubscribing some people, and it's been with a lot of different channels, so it's not just mine. I don't know if it's algorithms or if they're removing people, maybe because those channels were seen as bots, or those channels are no longer used. And YouTube, if you don't use your channel for a long time, they will remove your channel, from what I understand. So you have to use your YouTube channel or they will delete it. So some people that don't use their channels may have their channels like removed or disabled until they actually go back on and prove that they need to use their channel. Okay, so anyway, I found out that I am able to have hoodies and mugs through Teespring, so I'm allowed to have those now, which is nice. So I had a hoodie that I had made a while ago, and so that one is on the Teespring site, along with two that I made today, and I put those on there. So now I have two hoodies and two different mugs. And the hoodies, I think you can get them in any color. One of the mugs you can get in any color, the other one is only in white, and I don't know why the costs are different. Don't ask me. It's up to give me a minute until my dog barks her head off. She's barking at two little kids with trash. It's up to Teespring. They set the prices, and I have no idea why they do that differently. It's also the same thing with like men's and women's hoodies. I don't so much do the t-shirts because, do t-shirts, you do that for the summer. And so I'm going to do hoodies for winter. And the proceeds from that I'm actually using to help my daughter and to do whatever I need to do with my car and computer and, all kinds of little things. And that is appreciated by anybody who does and wants to buy one. You're getting something from it. So to me, it is worth it. When I get a chance, I'm going to buy myself one. I figured it's time for me to have a mug and a hoodie. So when I get a chance, I'm going to. Now, I wanted to figure out how to make a blanket, but I haven't figured that out yet. So when I figure that out, then I'll do that too. What are you doing, Penny? She's going exploring. So anyway, let me see what else is new. Oh yeah, let me tell y'all what I saw today. So my son and I were headed off down to down towards the mall area today, and there was two cars in front of us, and I told my son, I said, look, I said, that one person is following that person because they did a U-turn, and this other car did a U-turn like right next to it, like it was trying to block it from moving. And I told my son, I said, that's not normal. And he said, oh, well, maybe they just turned at the same time and the guy wants to move. I said, no. I said, I think that person is like, what's the word for it? Road raging them. And he said, okay, he kind of laughed at me. The next thing you see, this person in the first car pulls into the gas station, goes through the gas station, and the guy behind him, the person behind him, follows through, right? And the first car gets out. The second car gets stuck because we still had a light to go. So that second person got cut off. Next thing you see, the person in the front car, they took off, okay? And we got maybe 3 blocks down the road, and they turned and then hit on a street. And my son yells out the window, keep going, keep going. And as we had gone by the person in the car, my son said, that person in that car looked pissed off. The one that was in the gas station, when they got stuck there, they looked mad. And I had told my son, I said they were acting really suspicious. So I was worrying that somebody was being followed. And I think they were. But, you know, can't say anything. I mean, maybe they were being followed by somebody who just got lost from them. Who knows? But just, it seemed really strange. So, you know, it's things you keep an eye on. And if they didn't want to get away, they would have pulled to that gas station and then took off. So it was like they pulled into the gas station, the other car pulled in behind them, and then they pulled out as fast as they could. And they pulled out in front of a car. I mean, that car could have hit them. They pulled out right in front of it. So they were trying to get away. And that's what my take on it was. Penny said a good girl. Y'all said a good girl. Yes, you're a very good girl. Anyways, you guys, what else? I am so glad this hurricane's over, but let me show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all something because I'm a little bit worried about it. Just a little bit. Not too worried, but just a little bit. Y'all see this one right here? Well, I live right about here. You see this one right here? It says a tropical depression is likely to form during the early to middle part of next week while the system moves westward and then turns northwestward at 5 to 10 miles an hour over the eastern tropical Atlantic. Look, it's got a 70% chance of forming. Well, if we're gonna go westward, we're going this way, right? Well, if it turns northwestward, is it gonna hit this side of the United States? I mean, you know, hopefully it's gonna do this circle thing and go that way, but I'm just keeping an eye on this because, you know, there's a good chance. I mean, you know, maybe it could go down this way, and then if it goes this way, it could go down here. You know, anyways, there's something to keep an eye on because, you know, it's something to worry about. Also, Orlean, is getting ready to hit Mexico, so let's see where Orlean is at. Everybody's keeping an eye on one. This is coming in as a hurricane and then a tropical storm into Mexico. So, you know, we got to keep an eye on Mexico too. So this is Mexico here. So we got to keep an eye on what's going on here. So right about now it's right there. So that's for our Mexican friends. And then let's see. Ian is giving rainfall, still all up in here. And then I'm going to go to Windy, and I'll show you how Windy looks. Let's see. Satellite. I'm going to show you all the overall satellite. This is what we see. Ta-da! This is all Ian up here. And then we still have all of this cloud cover here. And hopefully that'll clear out soon. You can see where it's going. And I'm thinking this should be swept back out. Only thing is, do y'all remember the one time that there was a hurricane and it came on land and it came through this way? It was swept back out. It came back out, it reformed, came back in and hit the United States again. I don't remember the name of that hurricane. That was several years ago. But I remember that happening. But check this out. This is going this way. This seems like this is stalled out here. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look like it's really going anywhere. This is moving, but this seems stuck here. So that means that the Appalachian areas up here probably getting rain. Let's see. This is Virginia. So they're not getting much anything, but up here in Virginia they are. Right about here, they're probably getting quite a bit of rain. And in these orange areas here too. Anyway. What okay me? Alright, you guys. Well, I hope y'all are doing well. Figured I'd do a longer video. Talk about things, stuff, anything. I hope y'all are doing well. Please keep yourselves safe. Please pray for the people that are in Florida, the people that have been affected by Hurricane Ian, for the people that have been affected by the East Coast. And you guys be blessed and be a blessing to others. Much love.